the Oilfields Workers Trade Union, OWTU, strongly opposes any rate increase to residential customers. With a great sense of urgency, the union expresses its deepest concern with the Trinidad and Tobago Electricity Commission's TTEC's recommendation to the Regulated Industries Commission. These recommendations were recently published in the Regulation of Electricity Transmission and Distribution 2023 to 2027 draft determination. TTEC recommended an increase in electricity rates to residential, commercial and industrial customers. Whilst we have no problem with multinational corporations, large commercial and industrial customers paying more for the electricity from which they derive huge profits, our deep concern is for residential customers. The households and families of Trinidad and Tobago are already overburdened with high and continually increasing cost of living. Higher electricity rates will only bring further hardship to residential customers without improving TTEC's viability. Respectfully, we remind you that TTEC does not generate electricity and is responsible for the transmission and distribution of electricity. TTEC is crippled by the onerous power purchase agreement (PPAs) between TTEC and the independent producers of electricity or bulk suppliers, that is, PowerGen, Trinidad Generation Unlimited TTU, and Trinity Power. Further, these unfair PPAs require TTEC to continuously pay these independent producers for electricity, even if TTEC does not use all of it. Making matters worse, the power purchase agreements also requires that TTEC pay the National Gas Company (NGC) for natural gas used to generate electricity by these same independent producers of electricity. Through these power purchase agreements, the bulk suppliers has been given every advantage to operate profitably at the expense of TTEC expense, making billions of dollars in profit annually, while TTEC faces severe financial challenges. 2. Another major contributor to TTEC financial challenges is the debt owed to TTEC, currently in excess of 1.6 billion TT dollars. The union is aware that the greatest part of this debt, 1.3 billion TT dollars, is owed by the government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago through its various arms, ministries and agencies. Read that again. Another major contributor to TTEC's financial challenges is the debt owed to TTEC, currently in excess of 1.6 billion TT dollars. The union is aware that the greatest part of this debt, 1.3 billion TT dollars, is owed by the government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago through its various arms, ministries and agencies. It is clear that the people are not the ones who make these bad policy decisions, but ultimately they are the ones who feel the worst effect from these bad policies. Gas represents the biggest cost of generating electricity. Therefore, the government must immediately review these onerous power purchase agreements, thus ensuring that these independent producers of electricity pay NGC for the gas. Additionally, the government must pay its outstanding $1.3 billion of electricity bills, and going forward must pay on time. We are of the strong view that if these critical areas are addressed, TTEC will be in the most favorable financial position to deliver on its mandate as a public good to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Finally, we wish to remind you that the category of residential customers includes retirees, workers, people on fixed income, unemployed people, young families, self-employed people, single mothers, single parents, old age pensioners, and the poor, all of whom are already adversely impacted by the current high cost of living and can hardly or barely make ends meet.